Simon's team starts its brie out just like any other cheese, with a big vat of warm milk. They inoculate it with mold at this stage.
We rely on molds to give us all this flavor and all this creativity.
Cheeses injected with mold, like Camembert and Gorgonzola, tend to have more pungent and complex flavors than those made without it, like mozzarella or cheddar. Moldy cheeses can also be more expensive.
They got their own personalities, they're their own wee stars in themselves.
No matter the mold content, cheesemakers add rennet to curdle the milk, separating it into solid curds and liquid whey.
It's going to turn as almost like a custard texture.
They dip in this giant knife to cut it in one direction and then the other. They still do this part by hand, so they can feel how the curds are developing. They want them to be about the size of a die.
The inside is still slightly gooey and shiny.
This is one of the only automated steps in the process. The machine can lift nearly 500 pounds of curds and tip them over the ring molds. Workers move as fast as they can to fill each one by hand. The company donates all the liquid that drains out to local farms for animal feed. The team can make over 8,000 mini brie wheels a day. These rounds will chill in the fridge for 24 hours so gravity can start knitting those curds together. Once they've removed the ring molds, workers flip the wheels twice a week to make sure the fungi can begin growing evenly on the outside. After 12 days, they submerge both the small and big brie wheels in a saltwater bath.
Probably not quite as salty as the Dead Sea, but we add salt to it twice a week.
That brine adds flavor and serves as a natural preservative. Finally, these wheels head to the aging room.
So they're kept at around 10 to 12 degrees, which is the optimal temperature for growing the mold.
This is where the mold does its best work. In just 2 weeks, the Penicillium camemberti creates a fluffy layer on the outside and turns the inside sweet. At this point, workers package up the rounds. They'll cut the big wheels with wire and wrap the triangles in wax paper, which helps the cheese stay dry, so it'll keep longer. Smaller rounds are packed in another room using this machine. But no matter the size, each wheel ends up being creamy, mild, and buttery, with a slight funk.